Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Ngāti Kata Unu First Nations people and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Okay, I'm going to start off with this because it's going to be a bit of a wild reading day. Grab your cup of tea, grab your hot chocolate, whatever you need. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, I can now get into archives.gov and have a little bit of a poke around, but that's really interesting that it was down for such a significant period, over about 36 hours, the website, and because it was technically supposed to have been updated around Christmas Boxing Day. So, yeah, let's see how it plays out. But given that, boy, oh boy, did we wake up to a lot of news this morning. So what I'm going to start with now, I'm going to use my Gilded Tarot Royale. Aileen Cannon, we know Aileen Cannon, Aileen Cannon of Florida fame, has come out and put a temporary block on the release of the Jack Smith report. Merrick Garland had said that it was going to be released this week. So Cannon has come out and said, no. And I want to have a reading on that to see, not why, we know why. She's angling for a Supreme Court position or something along those lines. But, so thems that have nothing to hide, hide nothing. So what I want to have a look at is not so much Cannon or Garland or Smith. I want to see if the report is actually going to be leaked. Now, you got to remember the Trump administration, the DOJ then, oh my goodness, leak like a bloomin' sieve. That was Bill Barr. Every day he was having press conferences to media conferences to tell everybody what everything about the DOJ was up to. The Garland DOJ and the Biden administration, they are pretty drum tight, unless they don't want to be. So there is big news coming out about Russian connections, Russian, Iran, something along those lines, as I'm splitting this deck. So I want to have a look. Show me what is going to happen with the Jack Smith report, because Cannon's temporarily blocked it. What do you got? Less than 2 weeks before the supposed inauguration is going to happen. It's not really enough time to have an appeal heard. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. This is along the lines of the Max Gates report type thing that, wasn't coming out and then all of a sudden there it was. Let's have a look. Show me what is going to happen next with the Jack Smith report on the documents, his investigation. Show me what's going to happen next. Where do you want the... I'm sitting here like this because I'm like, where do you want those cards? Because they're giving me that one as well. Okay, this card flew out while I was shuffling. The Two of Cups. There's discussions going on at the moment about what to do next, because that was the question that I was asking. What's next? There are discussions going on, very intense discussions going on about what do we do next. It's an emotive subject. This report, if it doesn't come out prior to, look, thank you guys. If you hear my guides, let me know, because often when they're talking to me, you guys can hear them. Okay, thank you guys. Can you please be more articulate and slower when you talk? Thank you. I was going to say, if it doesn't come out before inauguration, it's just going to be put in the waste paper trash and shredded and then burnt and then flushed down the toilet. But my guides were he's not going to get inaugurated. So, okay, there are discussions going on behind the scenes, highly charged, emotive discussions in regards to this coming out, challenged by temperance, balance, moderation, but also, I think as David from Tarot by the Bay puts it, a dispelling of the toxicity, a release of the toxicity of this. So I'm asking what's going to happen with it next. They're balancing. See, there's 2 cups here, there's 2 cups here. There's discussions on how to balance, how to, okay, thank you. They're saying how to get the report out there is what I'm getting. Okay. Woo. Right. The energy that they're sitting at the moment is the 7 of Pentacles. The report's here ready to go, but the basket is empty. They can't put it out. It's ready to go. They're looking at options in regards to getting this report out there. In the past, we've got the Knight of Cups, beware, the false knight bearing fake gifts. This was Hannon blocking the release. Again, a lot of emotion there. Okay, crowning this reading, the voter, bringing things, a lot of cups, a lot of emotion here. Really, really intense emotion in regards to this. The voter, but it's also the completion of a cycle for the voter. The voter really does need to know. Okay, where's this going? Ooh, okay. Page of Pentacles, some information coming out, being presented externally. It's going to be, I don't know a reader that hasn't pulled this card in regards to Trump in the next in the here and now coming up. It's this is just going to blow the top off things. I think there is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a leak or there's going to be information come from another source. They're negotiating that at the moment, but it's going to be explosive about treason, betrayal. The truth is just going to stab through the heart. This is my betrayal treason card. Holy crumbs. Hopes and fears, justice, the courts. So let's see where this is going. 3 of Cups, celebrating. 4 of Swords is the truth forces a downfall or a retreat. And here's my Biden card. Biden taking control. Holy crumbs. Doesn't want to. 4 of Cups. There are options, but again, we've got this cups energy, cups energy, cups. Emotionally doesn't want to. It's almost like the last option, but then we have the new start. And then we've got my Avril Haines card, D&I report, and having to the information being presented. And then we've got the World card, significant endings and beginnings, or something from elsewhere in the world bringing complete and utter downfall. And then we have the higher authorities here. Okay, what I'm getting from that is that there are conversations happening behind the scenes to get this information out in down another path. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm actually feeling jumpy about this. I'm feeling jumpy. So show me, is elements of the Jack Smith report going to be released from, you've got here the betrayal, the abuse of power, the stealing, the win at any cost. And what flipped over there? Karma coming and biting them on the bum, but the circle turning. Those that appear to be on top will find themselves on the bottom. It change. So show me, guys. Will elements come from elsewhere? Let's have a look. Do a 4-carder. Right. the giving and receiving of help. Huge announcement. The Ten of Wands, bringing an end of a cycle, but also it's a difficult message that needs to get out there. A burdensome message that needs to get out there. Gosh, there's that Tower again. So this may be money changing hands, huge announcement. That's not a pleasant announcement. Tower, bringing about a Tower moment. We've got the betrayal card, treason again, and then justice. Yes, I'm going to say yes, there is. On the base, we've got the Steel, a decision that needs to be made, secrets that particular parties are trying to keep hidden, a legal decision that needs to be made, taking the higher ground and defending the position about what happened in the past. And there's my Biden DOJ FBI IRS card, bringing forward an announcement that's going to expose. And then we've got the Star of Hope and Healing and Best of Democracy. Holy crumbs. Yeah, I think elements of it will be released. So I'll just ask another way. Will Aileen Cannon's ruling, I think there's discussions going on behind the scenes to bring elements of this. It's forcing a hand, is what I just got told. Forcing a hand down a path that. Okay, thank you. I said quite a while ago, I think it was even just after the election, that did a reading on it, that Biden was going to be forced to take a path that he doesn't want to. He's a man of honour and tradition, etc., but he's also a man for the United States. And that his hand was going to be forced down to make a declaration or a ruling or a something or other that he didn't want to, and I think that's what's going to happen. So, will Cannon's block of the Jacks, I'm just going to ask, is information going to be released? What have I got popped out there? Oh, I've got a few cards flipped over. I think it's too many. Actually, it's not, because these ones that had turned over, volatile information is going to be brought forward with the Knight of Wands about foreign money to do with national security. And it's going to pack up these swords of truth and move them forward. Moving from the dark to the light, moving from turbulence, and on the bottom, it's going to be really emotionally explosive. And then we have the Justice card, and then we have the treason, abuse, stealing, win at any cost. We've got the Strength card, the strength of the information about this. My dark money laundering card, being entrapped by the information that comes out. A harsh truth coming forward. If you're wondering, I'm just pulling off the bottom. The truth coming forward. And finishing with those two cards. So I am just going to put it out there. I'm out on this limb. Feel free to join me. I think the crux of the information about what Jack Smith discovered is going to be revealed from a different angle. Wow. Can I do just one more? I'll bring you down so you can see how I shuffle. Can I just... Yeah, it's volatile information that's going to change everything. And there's talks happening in regards to how to go about this. If you're wondering why Harris looked so tired yesterday, she is working 14, 16 hours a day at the moment, behind the scenes. Oh, there's my moral, financial and ethical corruption card. And I see the pastors on the bottom there. Okay, show me. Entrapped by information coming out in regards to what happened in the past. I'm just not feeling that Canon's... Say, will Canon's block of the release be successful? No. Again, there are discussions that are happening, intense discussions that are happening with our partners that is going to bring to light what happened, the information. As those two cards flew out, we've got the King of Pentacles, which can either be Trump, but I also call it the Emerald King, which is Musk. Information being brought forward, financial information, and the Sword of Truth is going to be drawn. Yeah, bringing forward the truth. Defending from a higher ground, that the steel. The steel and the devil. The devil's stealing. Yeah, I don't think at the moment discussions are underway with the US allies on how to bring this information forward. And as I split the deck, as I finish up, we've got this fading misogynistic energy. Endings, new beginnings, but on the world stage. I'm not going to say it's beginning of the end because we're about a third of the way through the beginning of the ending of this misogynistic dictatorship energy. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Yeah. Thems that have nothing to hide nothing. So yes, Canon has blocked it, but they're working around her and the information's going to come out, or elements of it are going to come out from another source, possibly on the international scene. They've just told me drop the possible from allies, international allies. Man, I'm right out of here on that limb. Yeah, the negotiations are underway for a workaround. It's not what Biden wants to do, but I've always seen that he will run out of options of what to do and his hand will be forced. Woo-wee. So let's see how it plays. Love to you all. Take care. Catch you shortly.